Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back for another video. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I made a video and I recorded it and I hadn't uploaded it to YouTube or anything yet. And that was all the way back a few hours ago from the moment that I'm making this video when Bitcoin was around $103,000. Now it's at $100,468 at this exact moment. And where do we go from here? Well, I'll just tell you guys, I bought some Bitcoin. So there's that. I bought some Bitcoin. I'm tempted to buy some Ethereum, and I'm curious to see where we go from here. I expected some kind of scary moment to happen. And is this the scary moment? Is this the time that, all right, this is it? We have an opportunity to buy, and by the time you watch this, we're going to go much higher. I don't know. But I just wanted to take some time and scrap the video I already made. It'll never see the light of day, and just look at some charts to see, where are cryptos and are they at a level that I am interested in buying? Now, Bitcoin, I will tell you, I had a long set on Bitcoin, and it's still open. I'm not worried about it all that much. I had a long set, a little under $102,000, and I bought some spot Bitcoin under $101,000, and so we'll see. And with a lot of altcoins, I'm very interested in seeing some of these altcoins go down to levels that I would find to be very attractive. Now, I talked about WIF. WIF is not quite there yet, maybe around 66 cents. I talked about VeChain. VeChain is also not quite there yet. 0.019 was an entry that I was targeting for VeChain. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these altcoins, foregone, here you go, Uniswap, 585, maybe 585 for Uniswap. A lot of these altcoins, they're not quite there yet. Solana, I was targeting $135.96 to buy a little, to buy some, and then $125.97 to back up the truck. Let me just look at some others. This is all just in real time at this moment, just trying to look at individual charts. Render, not quite there yet. So, guys, if you're getting a theme from what I'm thinking right now, we might have a little bit lower with the altcoins to go. A little bit lower. Glad I sold my Popcat. Let me look at Pendle. I want to look at Pendle, look at Tau. So Pendle, same deal. My target was $3.38. Let me take a look at Tau. This was 354 was a level that I was interested in for an entry, but could 258.99 be the perfect entry? I wouldn't be too afraid of buying Tau right at this level. So there's mixed signals here. Some are maybe at perfect levels of support. Chainlink is a decent amount below where I thought it was going to go, but this, by the time you're watching this video, this might have been a wick. $12.76 right now, $13.18, I think would be a really good entry for Chainlink. Jasmy, no, not quite there yet. 1.228 cents. There's some value. Just you got to look for it. Injective can go lower. H-bar can go lower. What am I? Where do we go from here? Ethereum is still in its range, believe it or not. So I know that there's people who are bearish on Ethereum. They're running victory laps right now. It's still within its range. It's still within a range that I would say, let's not say that Ethereum is now going to go down to $2,000 or something like that. Dogecoin is pretty close to a level where I'd be interested in buying some Doge, and we will see. Now let's look at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is very close to that 786. So hopefully we're not going to see Bitcoin dominance get above this 786 level. Okay, not financial advice. Here's Binance. I would buy cryptos that have been performing very well. Bitcoin Cash, Binance, Tron, not an Avalanche. I mean, Avalanche is pretty close. So I'd wait a little bit for the dust to settle on certain altcoins just to see where we go from here. Atom is pretty close. But for the most part, I'm buying cryptos with stronger fundamentals, like an Aave. I have a decent bag of Aave as it is right now. I'll probably just hold on to what I have. I do think that we will look back at this moment that I'm making the video as a short-term buying opportunity. You know, my friend Devin, he thrives in moments like this. You know, Bitcoin when I started this video, Bitcoin was 100,400 and something like that. It'll be really interesting to see what Bitcoin's price is when this video is released. Now, in terms of best of X kind of things, are we still here? This is what I want to find out. Are we still trudging along with this global M2 money supply thing? And, you know, a lot of people saying this dip was priced in. Okay, you know, we're below that dip right now. So I've warned you guys about deviating. At some point, we're going to deviate from this global M2 money supply fractal. But we'll see if that time is now. A reason why I would think that time is not now, not yet, is just looking at the stock market. Let's take a look, and then we'll be done with this video in particular. I'm not seeing any reason. This still looks like a V-shaped recovery to me. Looking at the NASDAQ, let's take a look at the S&P 500. This is looking like a V-shaped recovery to me. We'll see. We'll see. It seems weird to me that the S&P 500 would go this high, this much above its 200-day moving average, only to then dump and for this to be a lower low and then to dump. I tend to think a beef between Elon Musk and Donald Trump is not a black swan event. But what do I know? What do I know? Anyway, that's all I have for today. I know, totally different style of video. I just decided to scrap the video I made because it was very much outdated. But I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful rest of your week. I will most certainly be seeing you in another video. Peace.